video, and today this is a video that I'm going to share with you guys. So I've got a learning disability, so this is about what learning disability I got, what it is, and also my personal experience and my personal stuff, like what I struggled with and what I achieved. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and make sure you put a notifications up. So learning disability I've got autism spectrum. So if you guys don't know what it is, if you guys know, then you know what it is. But if you guys don't, basically it's a development disorder. So it is a characteristics by difficulties in social interaction, communication, and physical behaviour. So like autistic people do have problems with communication, social skills, and also behaviour, and also language skills as well. So the signs of autism, they delay their speech, fidget on smaller things. Like I'll show you, for example, like these, what they fidget. Also they limited in social skills as well. So it's not just autism that many people were diagnosed, but some people were diagnosed with Asperger's. So me personally, I don't have Asperger's. So if you guys don't know what Asperger's is, then you know. But if you guys don't know what Asperger's, basically it's a sort of autism, but also I don't know too much. I don't know too much about Asperger's. I don't know too much, but with Asperger's, of the signs of them, they discover it after autism. It's different, and they don't delay speech, trouble with non-literal, and also more admits to be social, and 1 point of their intense interest. So I don't know too much about Asperger's, but also like there are different types of autism. There's autism spectrum, there's mild autism, and there's many other types of autism. Well, with autistic people, they do struggle with their friendships, struggle with their education, struggle to get a job, they struggle with communication skills, so many things they struggled. Because with friends, because friends is the main priority, you know, like a lot of people do want friends in life, but with autistic people, they just want friends badly, because honestly they just want to be friends with someone. You know, quite a lot of them don't have that many friends, so it is very, because how I feel with a lot of autistic people, it is very heartbreaking that they just don't have that many friends. So like, so they just need friends, that they just want to be friends with anybody, like anybody who has got different special needs, anyone who are non-autistic or non-special needs. They just want to be friends with anybody, like just anyone that they just want to be friends with. But with the non special needs people, that they just don't want autistic or anyone who's got special needs to be involved with their friendship groups and stuff. So autistic people may act in a different way compared to non special needs people, or otherwise non autistic people. So like they may find it hard to communicate with other people and interact. They may find it hard to understand about people's feelings and what they think, but they find like brightness and loud noise very overwhelming, stressful, and make them feel uncomfortable. They do get upset and anxious very quickly, like that, about unfamiliar things and any unfamiliar situations, and also social events. It takes them longer to understand about any sort of information, and also they do repeat themselves a lot. So the same, the same topic all the time they repeat, like they repeat. But also, it's not just autistic people they repeat. Also, non-autistic people do repeat as well. Like non-ones, like obviously we're all humans. We are like we all do, and repeat ourselves. We all do. So yeah, autism is not an illness. It's not. So like, don't think it is. Like, don't think if it is. Don't think you can get rid of it. Don't think it's just it caused by vaccine. Obviously, that's bullshit. So, sorry about me. Sorry about me. It's BS. It's obviously BS. It is. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, it's obviously BS. Sorry. I can't believe I said that. It's obviously BS. It is. Like, vaccines do not cause autism. Because autism, you were born with it. You just born with it. So that's nothing to do with vaccines. You just born with it. So it's not a cure. It's just something that you got to live for. So it's just there for the rest of your life. So I'm gonna talk about about me with autism. So I'm gonna talk about friendships with autism. Like, my personal experience with friendships. I did make good friends when I was in school. When I was in my third primary schools, I made good friends. Fourth primary school, I didn't have that many friends. I didn't, because I was often bullied. I was. So none of the girls would just allow me to be involved with them. And secondary school, I did make friends. I did in year 7, but in year 8, I've only had about 2 or 3 friends I had. And then year 8, and then year 9, did have friends. I did, but obviously I was left out a lot from year 8 till beginning of year 10. Actually no, well no, not up till year 9. Up till year 9, and then especially in school, I did make friends. I did, but obviously girls won't let me be involved. Like, these girls were horrible. They were. And then went to college, and then I made friends. I did, and then now I made friends at work and friends from different areas. So friendship, like I said, friendship is the main priority. Because with me, I love talking to people. I do. Like, I just like to interact people. I do, and so I just love talking to people, and I'm more outgoing. I am, because as other autistic people, quite a lot of them are not very outgoing. They're not. I'm outgoing and very sociable. I am, and right, about school. I didn't do well in my sorry. In school, I didn't do well. In school, I didn't. I did well in my first primary school in my first primary school I did do well, but obviously I did struggle a bit. I did struggle a bit. So from my second primary school, I did struggled. I did, and then my third primary school, I struggled in my first year. I did, but obviously I didn't take it too seriously. I didn't. And then my and then then when I was in year 4, like when I was in year 4, I concentrate, and then in my 4th primary school, I didn't do well. So I did do well still, but obviously I didn't do too well. And then secondary school, I've tried to do well. And then special needs school, I did do well, and then college, I did do well. So yeah, as you guys know, that I moved about 6 different schools. 6 a lot. 6 different schools is a lot. So I moved 4 different primary schools, 1 secondary school, and 1 special needs school. So yeah, so I moved schools. So yeah, so I definitely will go talk about my school experience on my another video. I will. So I was bullied as well. Just to let you guys know that I did say this. I did mention this in one of my videos, that 90% of young people, I mean like children and young people under the age of 25, with learning disabilities, then 90% more likely to get bullied. And children with special needs, children with autism are 80% more likely to get bullied. So this was being recorded in England, that 90% of children with special needs, 90% more likely to get bullied, and 80% autistic children were more likely to get bullied. So I was one of them. I was one of these kids get bullied. So I started to get bullied when I was in when I was in year 10. Not year 10. I mean. So when I was 10 years old, like when I was in year 5, I actually started to get bullied, and then I got bullied in secondary school. I got bullied in college as well. I got bullied in my first job. I also got bullied by a driver, and I also got bullied on holiday as well. So yeah, so I got bullied. Bullying's not nice. It's not like, it's not nice. And bullying. When I was in my 4th primary school, but like I said, at the age of 10, I started to get bullied. I did. Kids used to call me a retard. They used to call me a spaz. In my 4th primary school, they mistreated me. They would say rude things to me. Like, I honestly, like, feel free to check these videos out. Feel free. And secondary school, I got bullied, but obviously, and again, check that one out as well. Yeah. And special school, I did got bullied. I did by girls. I did got bullied, because I don't understand like why kids think it's okay to bully other kids. But it's not just kids that they're being bullied. Adults bully special needs young people. They bully. I'm why do adults think it's okay for them, fully grown adults who are more experienced, think it's okay to bully a young person? Like, it's not right. It's just not right, because in my first job, I actually did got bullied by a 60-year-old manager. I did, and I was 19 at the time. I was. And she manipulated me. So like, I can tell you, I can share this story to you guys on my other video, because honestly, that lady went from bad to worse. This lady, she was nasty. She was. And like, as soon as she found out that I've got autism, she thinks it's okay to bully this young girl. So yeah, like, it's not just her. I've been bullied by an older adult. Also, like, sometimes, like, when I'm at work, I'm not telling you like what job it is. Like, sometimes, like, customers do bully you. Like Like, honestly, like, customers think they are always right, but, like, no one's right, honestly. Like, sorry, I just need to calm. I actually will, customers think it's okay to bully younger people. Like, but honestly, younger people, they just don't have experience. Just give them some time, honestly, just give them some time. But me, as having autism, yeah, because when I talk to when I talk to customers, they just and then they just start to be nasty, and then because I remember one day, I was serving these two couples, and then I took them onto the till, and then like I said, it's whatever, it's something pounds, and then they went really nasty, and then not just me, they were nasty to the other staff as well, and then like and then they went, hurry up, but obviously I was getting stressed out, and then obviously they were nasty. Like, these two couples, they're about in their 30s, and then they think it's okay to treat this young girl like to make her quit this, quit that. But obviously I can't help it. Like, honestly, like, I can't help if I'm that sly. But obviously, like, as many jobs here, they say, like, it's especially working in this environment, they say, like, do not just take your time, don't rush, do not just be patient. But obviously, if a customer asks you to hurry up, that's their fault. That is their fault. They shouldn't tell you, like, hurry up this, because like, yeah, because like, customers think it's okay just to pick on young special needs girls, because so I had, yeah, because I just feel like it's not right for older adults to bully young people who have got special needs. So it's just not right. It's just obviously not right, because obviously they actually do go a bit funny with young people who have got special needs. They actually do go a bit funny. So yeah, so like, that's what I'm having fear of, because I do tend to have fear with older adults, because I feel like they actually, because like, they're the sort of people, I feel like some of them do like to bully younger people. Because as me, because like, I'm 21 years old, I am like I'm not used to be in this adult position and this adult stuff. I'm not used to, because like, this is my beginnings. This is as an autism girl, but like not that many autistic people are ready to go out in the big wide world. Not about when they're about 25s or early 20s. Normally, they're not ready to be out in the big wide world. But like, a lot of people, like a lot of fully grown adults, like ones with non-special needs, but they just don't like it. They just don't like. Some of them don't like being served. Ones who have got special needs, they think, they think it's okay to bully them. But obviously, it's not okay. It's not okay. Like, so yeah, like, also I have been bullied by a driver. Like, obviously I do drive. I do like experienced, because honestly I may get bullied by experienced women drivers. I mainly get bullied, and then I get upset. I do, like, I get upset and stressed. But there's one time that, honestly, I could tell you guys about this on another video, that I did got bullied by a woman, and she had two young kids in the car, and then she pointed at me aggressively. Think it's okay to bully this young 20-year-old girl. They think it's okay, but obviously it's not okay to bully. It's not okay. And plus, like, I did get stressed. I did, so I can talk about that on another video. So yeah, so with autism, like I said, with all autistic people, they do get nervous, they get stressed a lot, they do panic, because that's, you know, it is normal to anyone. Like honestly, it's normal to get stressed and panic, and with them, like it's like they do get upset very easily. Because with me, I get upset very easily. They do, and with me, I do get upset easy as well. So yeah, stuff that I actually achieved. Well, I passed my my exams when I was in my special needs school. I passed my college course. I did travel and tourism. I passed, well, my level 1, I've got a distinction, so that's a high level, and level 2, I had a merit. And then I passed my theory test, so it took me 9 times to pass my theory, so I find it pretty hard with my theory. And then like after, I start to revise a bit more, like after my 8th time when I failed, because it took me days to revise. And then because I was more often like just stare at the screen, but stare at the screen, that's a bad thing. Like just write your questions and answers down on different sections of the topics, and then more than you write it down, more than you pass your driving. So I mean, more than you pass your theory test. And then I passed 9th time, so I think I got 40. Yeah, 46. I've got on my theory test on the questions part. And then about 6 weeks later, I passed my driving test for the first time. And so like I was really happy, because I was expecting that I was gonna pass my driving test for the first time. So I was 19 years old. I was when I passed. So yeah, so honestly, I do love driving. I don't get people horning at me. I don't get people screaming at me. Don't get road rage. I don't. But like I'm just relaxed. I am, because if there's places that I've never been to, I've always I'm gonna use my phone as a sat nav, so just take me where to go. But I've got been told that 99% of the sat navs, but it's just 99% are right. So it's not definitely right, but it's just 99%. So yeah, yeah, I passed first time. I did, and obviously I love driving. I just love to drive different places. I do like my favourite part is to drive on the motorway. That is my favourite part of me driving. Like, so yeah, so I just love driving. I do. So I've done well. I have. Well, I have autism, and like not that many people would. Not many autistic people would pass their driving test. Not that many. Like not that many would take lessons. Not many would. So like with some autistic people, they are lucky to pass their driving test, because I've heard some of autistic people have actually passed their driving test. It took them 2nd, 3rd, and 4th time, but sometimes first time. But with me, I passed my driving test for the first time. So yeah, that's it. And also, that's it about my personal experience with bullying, and also my achievements. So sorry of me going on all of these stories, you know, because obviously I definitely will go share them on my other videos, because I non autistic people do normally bully autistic people, and ones who are weak and stuff. But obviously they're not weak. They're not. So I definitely will talk about that on the other videos. It's not just. So also there are famous people who have got autism as well, but not just all autism, Asperger's. So celebrities who have got autism. Susan Boyle. If you're from the US, Susan Boyle, she was on Britain's Got Talent 2009, but also she also has got Asperger's. And Gray, I can't say it. She's a lady from the Chase. If you're from the UK, you know Anne from the Chase. Hannah Kicksmix, I can't say it. She was on season 9 on America's Next Top Model. Alexis Wyman, Miss America. Adam Young. I think you guys definitely heard of him. He was in this boy band called Owl City. You know, the song, you know the popular song called Fireflies. He's got autism, but also not just autism. He's got Asperger's. Daryl Hannah, the 80s actress. Dan Harmon, he's a producer and productive of Adam Swift, and he was working on Monster House. James Dublin, he was on American Idol season 10, and he was very, and as I was doing a research about him, he was very autistic and also was diagnosed with Asperger's. So yeah, and also Albert Einstein has got autism. So there's many celebrities who were diagnosed with autism, but quite a lot of them were diagnosed with autism later in life, like when they were in their adulthood. But some of them were diagnosed while they were a child, when they were a teenager, while they were a young adult. So yeah, so like being diagnosed with autism, like you could be diagnosed like as a child or even as an adult, be diagnosed. But kids normally be diagnosed with autism normally from the age of 3 to 5 years old normally. So that's how early. But as many kids that they may be diagnosed with autism from the age of 5 till 10 years old. But with me, I was diagnosed when I was 10 years old. But as many people, they were diagnosed when they were teenagers, when they were young adults, and also in their adulthood, they were diagnosed with autism. So yeah, sorry I went off a bit. Sorry I did. Sorry to bore you guys, but obviously I just talk, you know. So yeah, so I would like to say, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If anyone who you know or anything, then feel free to feel like anyone who you know, like friends, family members, or anyone from school, college, or uni, anywhere. Please always support them if they've got autism or any learning and disability. But please do support them, and please do not leave them out, because they're the sort of people that they just needed friendships and needed a support. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching for this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. So bye.